Hello everyone, it's Janet here with another design team project for Wild Orchid Crafts and the Wild Bunch. For this project I made a banner, and banners are always kind of hard to show, but I'll do my best, and I'll also put up pictures at the end of the video. We had my granddaughter's first birthday and we decided to do the colors in Aqua, Turquoise, and bright pink. So I made a banner that shows, has a picture for every month of her little first year. So I'll start with the first month and then work my way through, and I'll try to show you the products that I used. So this was taken in the first month of her life, and I used the Pretty Banner Cricut cartridge to cut out the shapes. And on each one of them at the bottom of this shape, I just crinkled some of the crepe paper behind it to give it a ruffled effect. And I just used a corner punch on this, and on the cartridge came with little toppers for the banners, which I really liked. And it was so easy just to add the elements, lace and flowers, and just make the most gorgeous banner. So at the top of this one I used some of the Guipure lace. Let me get the package here. And I also used some of the seam binding to put it all together, and on this one I used the pink salmon seam binding, SB00015. That's what I ran through all of the holes, is the pink seam binding. And then for the back of this one I used the Guipure lace here. Let's get the right one. I used several different ones, but it was this one here. It's LA00029. So I used that across the top here, and then I just used some of the little Sweetheart baby pink blossoms, PM00116, and I just placed them on the top of each little scallop. So that is the first one. So that was just 1 month. And this is the second, kind of got a glare there. The second month I also used some of the turquoise seam binding, and that is the Paradise Aqua, SB00022. Just used a little piece here, and underneath that I used a little piece of the small pink Organza rose trimming, OZ00010, and I placed that just kind of in a little bow, and used a little hot glue to kind of leave it open up a little bit. And just place that around there, and some of this beautiful lace up here, which is the Guipure lace, LA00008. And so just place that up there, and that's all it took, and it just really turned out pretty. This one I had some Melissa Francis kind of crepe paper trim that I had in my stash. And down here I made a rosette out of the crepe paper. And this is one of those curly wild roses in Aqua. I received that in a free little package in one of my boxes that I received. And here again at the bottom I have the crepe paper just ruffled. So very simple. That was the 4th of July picture, but I didn't really want the red on here, so I just changed it to a black and white picture. So that is the third month. And the fourth month is this darling little picture, and I used some of that pink salmon seam binding again here. And this flower, I love this color. This is some of the Aqua Wild Roses, PM00127. So I have that right on top of a little bow of the seam binding. And this is some of the same lace that I used on the first one. And then down here, I layered 3 layers of this cotton lace. And let me get that one here. That would be this one right here. The white cotton lace, LA00004. So I just made several layers of that. It turned out really nice. You can't really hardly see it on this crocheted tablecloth, but that's what the edge of that looks like. And then we go to the 5th month, and on the 5th month I used one of the Doilies in the background. It's one of these heart-shaped doilies right here. And that comes in the mixed paper doily pack, which is DL00001. And then also used some more of the seam binding. And I used one of the two-tone pink wild rosebuds, BUD146. Looks like it's a little bigger than that, but I just kind of spread out the petals a little bit. And then I also used some of the Divine Twine in the Aqua, which is WT00011. Just have a little bit of a bow behind there. Just gives it a little bit of an extra bit of texture. And then some more of this same Guipure lace here on the bottom. So, so pretty. And then, so the 6th month would be this darling little picture here. And here again I used, on this one I used some of that eyelet trim. See, it's this white cotton lace, LA00026. So that's it right there. I used it underneath here, and then some more of that small pink rosette trim up on the top. And then on the bottom I have the same effect with the small ribbon rosette layered on top of that cotton lace. And then on the center of it all, my daughter had made this little one, and we had it hanging in the center of the banner. And of course the banner spread out a little bit more. I do have some pictures of it. It didn't turn out real well because we had it up on the window, so we kind of have the glare when we took a picture. But I will post pictures of the table itself and the party, and I'll even show one of her with her birthday cake. So I'll do that at the end of the video. It really turned out well. She's such a people person. She loves people, so it was really a fun 1-year-old. She really got into her eating her cake and opening her presents and really enjoying everybody that was here. So that was really, we kept it small, but it was very fun. So this one has the large Guipure lace, and that one I think I have barely a little scrap left of it. That is this one here, LA00021, the white Guipure lace. It's very, very pretty. And as you can see, it doesn't take, that really just takes the cake right there. That's about all you need. And then the bottom of it, I have the same crepe paper ruffle trimming, the small rose trimming, little piece of pink ribbon. And then on top of that, I have one of the turquoise blue fabric daisies. And this is RIK005. And these are one of those flowers that they really look better in person than they do on video. I was really pleasantly surprised at how pretty those little flowers are. Really fun to use. So here's one that I used that same Melissa Francis trimming on top, except for I added the little sweetheart blossoms in the center of that. Another little piece of seam binding here with one of the little roses from the mixed pink tone roses, 3/4 inch pack, and that's EX00016. I have some of those in the next one too. So that's a little pink rose there. Some rickrack from my stash and some little pom-pom trim from my stash. And then the next one, I used some of that same white cotton lace on the top with some dark pink rickrack. And at the bottom I made a little bow out of the white Insertion lace. And that lace is this white Insertion LA00011. So I just made a little bow out of that and then put one of those same little flowers from the pink tone roses pack right on the center there. And I also have a little bit of a rub-on flourish underneath that. So that is that one. And then the next one is this one here. Use some of that same Guipure lace that I used on another one. On the top of this one I just put some of these little mixed color Batik flowers, BLM042. So I have a pink one and an aqua one here, just there. And then a bottom, just a little piece of that lace. Turned out really cute. And then this one here I have some of that same Melissa Francis trim here at the top with the pink tone roses in the 3/4 inch here, and then some more of the insertion lace with a little small pink rickrack there with another one of those roses there. That is the 11th month. And then for the 12th month, this is a picture I took out in our backyard, and so I used some of the same lace at the top and these little sweetheart blossoms again at the top there with another little piece of the trim here. And this is the kind of we took her little dress. She actually had this dress in a smaller size too, and we loved it so much, and we found it, and this is how we kind of decided to do with her party, with the polka dots and the aqua and the bright pink. So that's what kind of gave us our inspiration. So that is the 12th month. And for the little party favors, you know, the little bags are so popular now, these little bags here, in all different kinds of styles and patterns. They're really fun, and they're so easy because you just can, I just folded this over. I made everybody, I had some of these little craft little notepads that just open up like this. And I wanted to keep them really simple because I even wanted the men to be able to use them. So on each one I put a little picture of her on the back, and then I put a quote that would pertain to a grandparent or an aunt or uncle or mom or dad. And this one is for my husband and I. Being a grandparent is one of the few things in life that isn't overrated. And I looked for quotes, but this was the best one, and it's one my husband says all the time, so that's why I chose that one. And then on the back side I just put that picture with a little frame. The men's, I did the aqua postage stamp frame, and the woman I did a more elegant pink frame. And then I just stuck them in these little bags, and I printed the names out on just a clear label sticker sheet, and so everybody had their name on it, and that was their name place at the table. And then used some of the seam binding with just one of the beautiful two-toned mixed color wild roses, PM00132, at the top, and just kind of curled the little wire around a stick. So very simple little party favor, but they seem to really be happy with them because that's what everybody wanted, was a picture of Lexi, so that's what they got. So anyway, I thank everyone for watching, and I'm going to add, now I will put up some pictures of the party itself. Thanks so much for watching, and I love your comments. Bye!